Premier Sports TV here. The WBC has mandated bouts for heavyweight Deontay Wilder and light heavyweight Adonis Stevenson. For Deontay Wilder, they have ordered a rematch between Bermagne and Stiverne, which is interesting because, which is fair because they ordered a title eliminator for Bermagne Stiverne against the Russian guy, I forgot his name, I'm sorry, who actually failed a drug test twice, which is crazy. So they just said, forget it, basically, and just said, hey, we're going to go ahead and get you a mandatory shot against Deontay Wilder, which would be the rematch. So that's a good look. I could respect that, but at the same time, it's probably going to kill matches. It's going to delay certain matches like unifications with Anthony Joshua or the other WBA champion. I forgot his name. The other WBA champion, which was, I don't even think that was in place. I think the only unification bout with Deontay Wilder that anybody's really looking forward to is Anthony Joshua. Now, when it comes to Adonis Stevenson, they mandated between Eleider Alvarez, which is, fair to Eleider Alvarez, but at the same time, I think it's time for Adonis Stevenson to think about unifying. He's had the belt for a long time. He's made a lot of money. I think a unification bout would, put a lot of money in his pocket and make more sense. So you could always pay the WBC step aside money, or they'll allow you to have a unification bout, and they'll let you just go ahead and do that. But at the same time, is Adonis Stevenson really even looking to do that? It's like, come on, bro. Like, you ain't want to see. I mean, I'm not saying that, he didn't want to see Sergey Kovalev, but I feel like it should have happened when it was hot. You see what I'm saying? It's like, make a tough fight. And, Andre Ward was talking shit about you in the lead up to the Sergey Kovalev versus Andre Ward fight, saying, like, you got to ask Al Heyman if you could come out and play. And you just going to let him talk about you like that, man, and not release no statement, speaking about him. It's like, come on, bro. It's time to unify. It's time to at least consider it. It's time to at least talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying go through with it because it takes a lot. It takes a lot for a unification bout. Everything has to fall in order for the unification bout, business-wise, for the unification bout to even come into fruition. So I understand that side of the aspect, but at least talk about it, at least build it. You see what I'm saying? I just think it's time for that. So negotiations have started with Sergey Kovalev, the rematch between Sergey Kovalev and Andre Ward. If that can't go through, I really think a unification bout between Andre Ward and Adonis Stevenson would make the most sense, and it would make the most money, to be honest. So, I really look forward to that more than Eleider Alvarez, but Eleider Alvarez has been waiting for his time. But at the same time, it's like, we've been watching Adonis Stevenson beat people that we know he could beat for long enough, No disrespect to Eleider Alvarez, he's a master boxer, not the most exciting fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like, Andre Ward is exciting in a way of, like, what can he do next? Like, he's a master boxer. Eleider Alvarez is just he's not exciting. Like, all he does is use his jab and outboxes his opponent. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have the knockout power like Adonis Stevenson, Sergey Kovalev. You see what I'm saying? He's not exciting in that aspect. He just uses his jab And if he could get the knockout, he'll get it. And and no disrespect to him because he just had a spectacular performance, and he knocked out where he just knocked out a guy. So you know it is time for him to get a title shot. He's been the silver champion for how long now? But at the same time, I'm really looking forward to Adonis Stevenson, finally unifying that belt. You know what I'm saying? So get in the comments. Tell me what you guys think. Premier Sports TV here. Please subscribe.